whiskey loving legends to another episode of Was It Worth a Whiskey? And today we're going to be looking at Johnnie Walker Green Label. Yes, Johnnie Walker Green Label. Presumably, or said by a lot of people, Johnnie Walker Green Label may be one of the best, if not the best value, Johnnie Walker whiskies available today. So says some people. So this is what we're gonna try. But what I also want to do is, rather than just give you a rundown on what Johnnie Walker Green Label's like, is do a little bit of a comparison to the world famous Johnnie Walker Blue, and just see whether it compares, or if it's better, or if it's the same, or if it's better value. Of course, in my humble opinion. So we'll just let that one rest over there. I'll put that there. We'll start here. Now, what is Johnnie Walker Green Label? So Johnnie Walker Green Label, it came out quite a few years ago, but then stopped production. Maybe in 2012 for a while. A lot of people have said that older version is better. Now, I had the older version, but I can't really remember and I can't recall it, so I'm not going to say. And it's kind of pointless to dwell on whether it's better then to now, considering now that we can only get the newer version. So, that being said, the newer version is 43%. It's made from just a malts. In fact, it may have been called previously blended malt or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But it did have a name connotation to being malt. This one, the new one, as of today, this is the 2020 bottling, consists of Talisker, Linkwood, Craigamore and Koala. So it's got some pretty distinctive distilleries in it, so it should have probably some of those distinctive flavours coming over from those distilleries. Let's hope so anyway. So there's the colour, not that it matters, it's probably all coloured anyway. Okay. So on the nose, I get straight away I get a bit of orange on the nose. I know it sounds silly, but I can smell some oiliness in it. I get some lime as well, honey, caramel. I even think I get a few red berries, maybe even some really light, faint strawberries or something. So far, no hint of smoke whatsoever, which is funny. I find it funny for a lot of the Johnnie Walker whiskies actually. A lot of them say all of them say they have this light smokiness. I very rarely get much of that smokiness in any of their whiskies. You can definitely get a bit of that maltiness too on the nose. Okay. So on the palate, yeah, that oiliness that I smell, it's there. So it really gave a really whole mouth coating. Really nice on the palate, the mouth coating. So it's a slightly oily, not heavily oiled. It's not like this heavily dense whiskey. It's just very lightly mouth coating, quite pleasant. I get a delicate sweetness, a bit of toffee apple. Caramel, nectarines, a bit of nectarines. Let me have another sip. Well, on the palate, it is really quite nice. I think what I was looking for is maybe I was going to say orange on the palate, but it's more of like a mandarin on the palate as well. It's interesting. I was going to compare it not to the Johnnie Walker Blue. I was going to compare it to the black or red, but I thought, well, it's not really even a comparison. I mean, it's like fathoms ahead of red and black. That to do a comparison is just bloody ridiculous. So that's why I thought I'd take the blue, because it was handy and it was open, and maybe we can do some better comparisons. But so far, like on the nose and the palate, it's a nice little drink. On the finish, I get this light, nice oak spice. I get a bit of banana, believe it or not, and this light honey nectar or honeysuckle. And it's not a short finish, but it's not a medium finish, so short to medium. Definitely not a long finish, except for the spice. So I guess the spice hangs around a bit more on the medium side. Very interesting. We have another drink. So I think this one compared to the blue, even though I haven't looked at the blue yet, this one tastes more like a Scotch whiskey. We got a bit of that spice, we got a bit of that punch, we got multiple flavour sets in it, so it's very nice. Anyway, let's give it a score 1 out of 100 first. So on the nose, I'm going to give it 87 points. The palate, I'm going to give it 86 points. And the finish, I'm going to give it 85 points. That's given a total score out of 100, like for like with all the other whiskies, of 86 points, which funnily enough was the same score I gave the Blue Label. But before we get into the was it worth it, we might just do the slight comparison with the blue. So a bit of water first. So this one here is the Blue Label. Put that over there. Just a bit of a... So the blue, I don't get any ethanol in the blue on the nose. Having said that, the flavours are very, very, very much lighter than the green. I get some vanilla, some cloves, some spice, some honey, citrus, but all very, very light, non-offensive flavours. Whereas the green's a bit more bang and grab. You don't have to look for the flavours in the green. Whereas the blue, you have to do a bit of looking. Well, when it's back to back, it's quite amazing, the difference. Although very nice, the blue, it's just so smooth and so low, like the flavours are there, but they're so light and delicate. Smooth, so smooth compared to the green, too smooth for me. Chocolate, caramel, roasted nuts. And then the finish, there's like, compared to the green, there's zero spice. Like there is some oak tannins, a little bit of oak spice, but comparing to the green, absolutely nothing. So there you have it. I think, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you don't really like whiskey, but you like the look of it, the blues might be for you. But if you like the taste of whiskey and you want to drink real whiskey that tastes like whiskey and has some of that spice and the oak characters and the muscle behind it, the Johnnie Walker Green Label is tremendous. On that, let's give it a was it worth it score, because that matters more than everything. So on the was it worth it score, remembering we give 86 points for the drink itself. Now this one you can pick up for £40 or 75 AUD or 65 USD. Sometimes not that easy to get, but yeah, it's pretty available. On that score and on those prices, I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. And what I think it's for, I think this drink is for someone that wants to venture maybe into single malts and go past, above, if you've been drinking reds or blacks for a while and you want to go on the next step. This is a great entry level, and it's a great entry level to have a flavour set of all those distilleries. So an excellent little blended whiskey or blended malt from Johnnie Walker. Johnnie Walker's, I think, this is a great whiskey from Johnnie Walker, this green label. And thumbs up, 6 out of 10 from Was It Worth It Whiskey. So till next time, cheers.